Hello Sagittarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a mini reading here for you today and taking a look at your connection. Is this love? Are they the one for you? Is this the real deal? General, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this short reading whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. And I will include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Sagittarius. So these are the 3 decks that we're going to be using for the focus messages. The first one is the Premonitions of Love Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. We'll grab a few messages from my deck, the Enlightened Mystery Oracle. This is actually volume 1. And then we'll grab a couple messages from the Energies of Your Connection deck by Sister Moon Tarot. All right, guys, so let's begin. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where and what is going on with this connection of yours. All right, so let's get started. And of course, cross watchers are certainly welcome. Let's grab your first message here. All right, guided to this one. Oh man, I just grabbed this card. This is only the second reading that I'm doing for this series, and I picked this exact same one. So for me, this represents something similar to a tower moment, an upheaval, something that you guys have been through that could certainly have been very challenging in this partnership. But, you know, that's a part of reality sometimes as we go through certain aspects of our relationships that can be a little bit difficult. But the thing is to try to overcome them if possible. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from the Enlightened Mystery Oracle. This can give you an indication of your person, feature-wise, characteristics, zodiac signs. So we'll grab a few from here. All right, guided to this one. A real Casanova in the bedroom. So what I get from this, and if you're familiar with the history of Casanova, I mean, this guy was the ultimate lover. You know, he was unfortunately a womanizer, and he's the type of person who didn't want to really get into serious relationships, just perhaps a physical connection, you know, a real Casanova in the bedroom. So sexually, very enticing, very alluring. You could certainly desire this person, but a Casanova type really isn't somebody that's going to stick around. And that ultimately might have something to do with this storm and tower moment that might have represented a separation or distance between the two of you. And somebody who ultimately loves you is not going to want to just be a Casanova and a lover who comes in and they're out the next day, you know? So let's add to this. Your person's name starts or contains the letter A. All right, so take that if it applies, and let's grab one more. Your person will have so much in common with you. So, I mean, that's always nice to have so much in common with someone, but if they're a player, if they're a Casanova, if they're not wanting to really stick around and see where this goes long term, then that could ultimately be what could be challenging the partnership. All right, Sagittarius. So let's add to this, guys, with some insight from the Energies of Your Connection deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. All right, let's grab a couple cards from here. We have hand in hand. All right, so somebody, again, who wants to be able to invest in a life with you is willing to hold your hand for the rest of your life. And maybe this person just is not capable of doing that, or they're not interested in that. So yeah, releasing. Maybe you've already released this person because you knew that they couldn't commit, or that they just weren't offering in the partnership what it was that you're looking for. All right, so, and that ultimately is not somebody who loves you the way you want to be loved. All right, so let's add to this, Sagittarius, with some insight from The Real Deal. This is by Angelic Revelation 144. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. But if you have released this person, that's actually a good thing, because that's going to make way for somebody who can bring you the love that you are looking for and are so deserving of. So let's see what else. Yeah, this person who would be and want to be a part of your life forever would make you a priority. You are their priority. Look at this, a perfect life partner with effort. No one's perfect, no relationship is perfect, but if two people can actually work together, hand in hand, as it says, then that certainly can create a formula for a very successful union between two people. Okay. Let's see what else. So if things didn't work out with Mr. Casanova over here, or it could have been Mrs. Casanova, Ms. Casanova for some of you guys. We don't always want to assume it's a man, but it can be for anyone dealing with that type of person who's just in and out of a relationship. It could just be a sexual relationship. They have self-confidence issues, and then they are in a karmic relationship. So that might have something to do with the storm and the whole Casanova reference. Somebody who's just kind of playing around and casually dating, not really serious about committing. Okay, so they've got their own issues, and those issues are for them to figure that out. It's not your problem. They created drama in their own life, and by you releasing them, you got yourself out of the path of that storm. So that's actually a good thing. And also letting you know that they were dishonest, but I'm assuming you already know that. Okay, and then this one says they have a secret lover. So again, these things could contribute to a tower moment. This next card is very interesting because it says they have a secret lover, and this one says you are their secret lover. So take that only if it makes sense for you. And you might have gotten yourself in this situation with someone who was this type of Casanova type person. Okay, so again, take that only if it makes sense for you. So let's add to this with some additional guidance from my silhouettes deck. So let's take a look and see where else this is going to go here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Is this love? Are they the one? Is this the real deal? Okay, so for some of you guys, you already know this is not somebody that you want to invest your time in. This is not love. This is somebody who just perhaps is sleeping around. But there is somebody that you either have already met or will meet as a result of taking control of your life and your destiny, who will make you a priority. They can certainly be a perfect life partner as long as you're both willing to work on the partnership. All right, what else? We've got portal. Your love is the doorway to my heart. That could certainly be this person that you know is worth investing your time. Okay. And this card, this next one, I love it. It says tranquility. In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. Well, here's the uncertainty. Here is the chaos. And all of this drama with secret lovers, with Casanovas, people with self-confidence issues, and karmic partnerships and dishonesty. That's all chaos and drama. The right person will take you away from all that. We have promises, often broken, but when it comes to you and I, our unbreakable bond, I will remember the vows we've spoken and keep it close to my heart forever. Okay, so what I kind of get from this, Sagittarius, is you might have already moved on from this challenging relationship and have moved on to someone who could be this life partner for you. And you already know what it's like to experience a relationship where there are broken promises, where there's dishonesty, infidelities, secret lovers, all of that nonsense. And so here's somebody that's coming in that brings you peace, and you represent peace in their life as well. I'm not surprised to see this because you've already dealt with that. Okay, they're dishonest. Deception goes along right with that. And it says when the smoke clears, the truth will be revealed. The truth always comes out. It always does. And maybe by now, at the time that you're listening to this, you already know what the real deal is. And you know that it's not love, that it certainly could have just been a physical connection for some of you. But there is love that can come in if it hasn't already. we do have caged. This says you're not imprisoned or trapped unless you allow yourself to be. Open the door and walk out. So if you haven't already released them, now is the time to do so. Okay? And lastly, leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, because sometimes you just have to trust you will land where you are meant to land. You are going to be directed onto the next path of where you're meant to go in your life. And for some of you guys, it's to get away from the destruction of that storm, that tower moment. Okay? So let's go ahead and add to this with some tarot messages here. I'm going to grab some cards from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. Tarot with a twist, which includes new Oracle messages as well as new court cards. Of course, in addition to all of the traditional tarot messages. So, Sagittarius, what else do we need to know here for this mini reading? Two of Swords. Okay, this is a stalemate. I'm not surprised to see that. Okay, you guys are stuck, basically, because they created a lot of drama here, I feel. Now, you could also be feeling quite stuck in your life, unable to make a decision one way or the other which way you should go. Especially if you're trying to decide, should I stick it out with this toxic situation, or you're struggling to break free from it. Okay, and then there could also be this person who wants to make you a priority and be the love of your life, but maybe you're just feeling like you're caught in the middle and it's very hard for you to make a decision. That could all be a part of this energy of the Two of Swords. Or because also of what you've endured here, you're just really confused with where life is meant to take you next. And sometimes you got to just kind of trust the universe to bring you or put you where you're meant to be. Makes sense to me that you've got the Two of Wands right next to it. Okay, so you're being presented with a couple of paths here. So it's time for you to make a decision as to which path is going to lead you towards happiness, towards the right kind of love. But first, it starts with you, the Ace of Cups. You certainly have a new beginning here, but part of this love energy from this Ace of Cups is to be able to fill your own cup first, to have love for yourself. It is about self-love initially in order for you to experience a deep connection, a healthy relationship with the right person. So you're being offered a new beginning here. Okay, so take that leap of faith that's being presented to you and go for it. You know, open the door and walk out if you haven't already. Yep, time to go. What else, please, for Sagittarius? Nine of Cups. There's somebody that can certainly make your wishes come true still. But you got to know which way to go. You have to know which road to take that can lead you towards realizing your dreams. Okay, and bring you emotional stability rather than being confused with that energy of the Two of Swords. This could be an air sign that comes in for you. Okay, younger possibly. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for some of you guys. Okay, this is new communication here, and also it's wanting you to be patient, especially if you're ready to find love, but it just hasn't been happening. Okay, it'll come to you when it's meant to. Wow. But you also have the Six of Swords. So you are heading towards calmer waters here. You've already been through the storm, I'm assuming, or in the middle of it for now, but you can break free from that and get out of the path of that destruction, of that storm, and release the baggage attached to this unhealthy relationship. Leave it behind. Okay, so let's wrap it up here, Sagittarius, with some dialogue messages. And let's take a look and see who needs to speak up here. This is my HeartSpace Oracle, so some of these messages could be from you and some from your person. So let's take a look and see who needs to speak up here. I can't even breathe right without you. Okay, so what I kind of get from somebody that you might have released from your life, they could certainly have regrets over how they treated you, especially if they cheated on you. And maybe now after the fact, they've realized that you guys actually had a very good connection. Okay, we have Kismet, Destiny, Fate, Kiss, Met, two people who are destined to kiss each other. So there is somebody who's meant to be your life partner here, somebody who will make you a priority and can love you the way you need and deserve to be loved, Sagittarius. You've only scratched the surface of what is in my heart for you. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be a new connection at this point, and maybe you guys are still getting to know each other. And last card, words couldn't even come close to describing how much you mean to me, but I can show you if you'll let me. All right, so choose wisely as to who this person is, because you don't want to have to deal with a Casanova type and somebody who really just isn't serious about building a life with you. Okay, but there is someone that's coming through here, Sagittarius, who is. All right, guys, so that's where you should invest your time and your energy and your heart. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. And if you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you next time.